For those of you who ask for signs, have we not shown you enough already? Look around you, look at the stars, look at the sun. This is my moment. This is the time I'm about to jump. All I need is just a sign. Just a little sign, nothing huge, maybe a bolt of lightning. So I said, okay, go. Absolutely nothing happened. And I mean, I couldn't have even said, oh, that was it. That creak just then in the wall, that was it. Absolutely nothing. I was gutted. I was sitting there thinking, this is it, you know, this was my last. Really, I haven't found it. I pulled back the Quran, I turned back to where I was reading. SubhanAllah, the very next verse on the next page. For those of you who ask for signs, have we not shown you enough already? Look around you, look at the stars, look at the sun, look at water. These are the signs for the people of knowledge. All I need is just a sign. Just a little sign, nothing huge, maybe a bolt of lightning. So I said, okay, go. Nothing happened. And I mean, I couldn't have even said, oh, that was it. I was really disappointed. I was gutted. I was sitting there thinking, this is it, you know. I found it. I pulled back the Quran, I turned back to where I was reading. SubhanAllah, the very next verse on the next page. For those of you who ask for signs, have we not shown you enough already? Look around you, look at the stars, look at the sun, look at water. These are the signs for the people of knowledge.
I saw this beautiful story from an Australian convert. He said at some stage he was looking for some kind of philosophy to adopt or religion to believe in. So he checked all possible, all available, accessible religions and philosophies from all over the world. And he said, I didn't find my heart in any of them. But Islam appealed to me and drew me in. So I started reading the translation of the Quran, and it appealed to me and I loved it. And it made so much sense to me. And when I was reciting it, I said, that makes full sense. In order for me to believe, if Allah is really there and this is His word, He should give me a sign. So he basically, in his innocent, spontaneous way, he just stands and he addresses Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he says, if you are there, if these are your words, if Islam is the truth, give me a sign. Show me a sign, give me a miracle. Night, in my house, I sat down and I was waiting for a miracle to happen. And he had a very simple conversation with like addressing or talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said in his, as I said, in his naive even style, he said, oh Allah, I give you 20 minutes. Show me a sign in 20 minutes. So I could accept this as the truth. They were over. Give me a sign, give me a miracle. Before time runs out. He says there was no sign. I was sitting and wait for a sign. No sign showed up. That's not the religion. That's not the truth. That's not the religion for me to follow. And he said, I decided consciously to stop looking into Islam. I moved on, pulling me towards Islam, towards that book, the Quran that I left. So he said 2 days later, night as well, he said, I found myself drawn into the Quran. So he left a mark where he ended up, where he asked Allah for a sign. He said, I decided to open the Quran. I decided to open the Quran and recite. I found myself drawn into it to read more. So he said, I started off where I left off last time. Started reading, he said the first verse that I came across, the verse that I recited at the beginning of the khutbah. They ask you for signs. They ask you for signs. But who guarantees that when they see signs, that these people would believe? But the translator put a commentary and he said, basically what the verse says, that these people ask you for a sign and a miracle. But if they look around, they would see the miracles are already there. So he said, that blew me away. I looked around and I saw everything around me as a miracle and a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said, I felt shy. How I was trying to impose my own conditions, my own rules on Allah. Realized how blind he had been. So he said, when I opened up my eyes, I saw so many signs. I said, my life is a sign. Everything about me is a sign. And then he became Muslim. Sometimes it's our arrogance, it's our pride that holds us back from seeing the signs, from making us better Muslims.